Well, hello and welcome to the San Antonio RV Show podcast. So Matt McConnell, the big dog as I like to call him. First things first, Matt, how'd you get the name Big Dog?
You know, a couple of the, most of the girls in the office at work, every time they wanted a check sign, they'd be like, "Hey, Big Dog," and call me over there to sign a check, usually when it's something they wanted for themselves. And it just kind of stuck.
All right, and for those who are not familiar with San Antonio RVs and what San Antonio RVs does, first of all, how long have you been doing San Antonio RVs and what all is involved? What all is offered at San Antonio RVs?
We've been doing this here in San Antonio since 2005. Started out as just a small, me and a couple people, and it's grown to what it is now. We got a location out in Seguin, probably employ 46 to 50 people, and sell a bunch of new and pre-owned RVs.
And you also do a little service, right? Some service.
Do a little bit service. Do a couple little horse trailers and some small things like that. But the primary business is just new and used RVs.
And also, I noticed that San Antonio RVs does free roof inspections, which I guess if you own an RV, you know how important a roof inspection is. But for those who don't know how important a roof inspection is, how important is it?
Oh, it's real important. So we get a product every time you buy a new RV from us. You get what's called Warranty Forever, and Warranty Forever requires that you come in and have your RV looked at once a year. And if there's one thing that's true about RVs, it's that they all leak and they break. So the best time to do this is catch everything as soon as possible. And a lot of folks don't realize if they have an RV, they don't realize they went under that low tree and they hit something and they got a little tear in it. Well, if we just went through the rains that we just had here in San Antonio and that thing wasn't fixed or patched, that's going to cause even more damage. So it's no different than your own health, where it's best for you to get to the doctor as soon as you can if you get something wrong. Every year, what's the doctor do? He takes our blood, and we get our baseline, and we make sure everything's okay. So it's always really good for everybody to get in at least once a year and get their RV checked out, and let's catch a problem before it's even a bigger problem.
And I know that you like to deal with first-time RV buyers, people that have never been in an RV before, never owned an RV, but have always wanted to. Things have changed a lot since you started this business when it comes to RVs, the amenities. There's so many different things available.
You know, there is. I mean, the color schemes, if you look at stuff from the mid-90s, it used to be for, probably like my grandparents, some pink carpet and green carpet and light blue and things of now. These RVs, they make them to mimic the newer, nicer homes with the cabinetry and the colors and the linoleum. They try to make everything look like a newer home. And they've put in, USB ports and, all the charging, different charging systems. But it's different the way they're producing them, and it's different who's using them. So back in the day, it was just the hunters. Mm-hmm. It was the weekend people. You still have the weekend people, the hunters, and this, that, and the other. Well, hunters have really slowed down because property has gotten so expensive. And if you used to love to go hunting and you could pay $400 a year to go shoot a deer somewhere at a lease, you can't do that anymore.
No,
I mean,
you cannot.
A hunting lease is, so there's not that there's fewer hunters, but they're doing it differently.
Right.
So, there's people who are still going out hunting and this, that, and the other. But, we tend to see a lot of folks now also using these as temporary housing.
Temporary housing is a good way. Yeah.
Temporary housing. If you're gonna build a home, people would love to. They buy these things and they say, "Hey, I got a couple acres and I'm gonna build this big house, but I want to be there while they're building it." So they put an RV there, live in that house where they're building, and do it. Some people, these. If you go look at RV parks, they're loaded. People are in there. So I mean, there's lots of different users, lots of different changes.
And we're talking about amenities here for a second. Thing that amazed me is you now have fireplaces inside of RVs. Now, when you hear that word fireplace in an RV, you're thinking, "Oh my God, that thing's going to go up like that," but it's different.
Yeah, it's electric, so it's not real fire. But so in South Texas, we don't get as cold as up north. But what do we get? We get really hot, right?
Yes, we do.
Back in the day, 1 AC max.
Right.
Now, they've optioned in 3 ACs quite a bit.
So it's like having central air inside of an RV now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We all want AC. We all want to stay cool. But heat as well, when it does dip down. I mean, we had some days that San Antonio shuts down because of the cold.
Yeah.
That little electric heat goes a long way to help with the furnace.
Or if you're like me and you were born and raised in South Texas, you don't like it when it gets below 70. So, come on. Come on.
Absolutely. People use them for all sorts of different things. But no, they're safe. They're electric, and they work hand in hand with the gas furnace.
And they actually are aesthetically pleasing when you look at them. If you go into an RV now and you see the fireplace and it's on, you feel like you're in your living room at home.
Everybody loves the Hallmark Channel and all those goofy Christmas movies where, the couple standing in front of the fireplace. And, oh, honey, our lives are so great. Everything's wonderful,
Where else are we going to hang our stockings, man? Come on.
Exactly. Christmas, you got to have a place to hang the stockings.
All right, you mentioned that hunting has changed because of economics. I think more people are looking into RVs as a way to spend more time with their family. And economically, it makes sense. It's better than, trying to find a hotel and getting all the kids together in different rooms and all that. Buying a San Antonio RVs, you can get your family together just about any time you want.
It is still the most economical way. I was watching a video on Vegas, and they say even some of the oldest hotels, they'll put out a room for $50, but these hotels all have like a guest tax or a resort fee. So by the time it's like you thought you're going in for $50 a night, you look at your bill, it's $300 because they have taxed and feed you to death. When you go out in an RV, it's just you and your RV of what you paid for it, then whatever that campground is. Which some of them are free, some of them you pay a couple bucks, what have you. And then a lot of these campgrounds these days, and we'll get into this in later podcasts, the amenities they got at some of these things. Or you go for the amenities.
Yeah, it's like being in a resort. Like you said, we'll get into that at another time. Going back to the spending time with the family, that's one of the things everybody wants to do, especially if you got younger kids. You want to get them together, and you want to get them away from things. And what a better way than in a San Antonio RV?
There is no better way. And everybody that I've ever, I talked to one of my drivers the other day bringing an RV home from Ohio. And he's sitting there says, we used to go through Arkansas. He says, I came up here all the time, and we go spend the night in tents and camped. And some of his greatest memories were 10, 15 members of his family all getting together, go to the lake, do this stuff. That's where the really good memories are, and you don't forget that stuff.
No, and you can't buy those memories, but you can buy the RV that'll make those memories at San Antonio RVs. How do people get a hold of you if they want to find out what you've got, in case they're the first time hearing this?
Everything is at SanAntonioRVs.com. We've got fantastic people who put the website together and all the pictures and everything. Just the walkthroughs and the videos. You can really learn so much without even leaving your house, either on your phone or on a desktop or iPad, whatever it is you have for internet access. You can get it all there right at SanAntonioRVs.com.
And if you haven't been to SanAntonioRVs.com, you need to go check it out, because you just mentioned there are so many things there to see. And if you're looking for an RV and you don't know exactly what you're looking for yet, you have a lot to choose from, and they can get an idea of what they really want before they come out and buy it.
Absolutely. You got to look at all the different options. You got to call in, talk to some salespeople, get some different different ideas, different options. Somebody's always going to enlighten you on something that hey, never thought of that. Big people need a big bathroom, right?
Yeah.
You're going to stay a long time. You need a lot of closet space. So there's a lot of things that we look at. We some people just they can't wait to get out there. Like, oh, we're going to hit the beach. We're going to go. Well, slow down. Let's figure out how many people are you taking. Where's everybody going to sleep? Where are we going to prepare the food for all these people? Where's all the clothes going to be kept? So there's different little things that you got to think about when you slow down.
And then you hear people right now going, oh my God, they're talking about a huge RV. That means I got to go out and buy me a dually truck to pull it. It's not the case anymore. You can pull an RV a lot easier than you used to be able to, correct?
Oh, absolutely. We've got a little RV that's our cheapest one starts at $9,900 brand new, and it doesn't even have a shower. Now it's got a bathroom and it's got an outdoor shower. So but if you're going on to and it's tiny, you can pull it with almost anything. I think it weighs 1,700 pounds,
which is really light.
But and if you want to snake your way into some tight spot at the beach, or if you want to go up to a mountain lake and do some fishing, and it's just kind of roughing it, it's just a great little. So we have from that to 42, 43-foot fifth wheels and everything in between.
In the fifth wheels, I've seen the ones that you have, especially at the RV show that you had up in Gonzales. Some of those fifth wheels, man, Those things are very impressive because the slide outs make them look so much bigger when you get inside.
Oh yeah, anytime you can slide some rooms out and get you more square footage. They got porches on them, so you can be indoor, outdoor. Put the pets outside if you want. I mean, there are all sorts of things with these RVs.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. You got outdoor kitchens now that you can have. You got toy haulers involved in this. And when I say toy hauler, for those who don't know what a toy hauler is, it's just what it sounds like, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so your golf carts. Everybody's got a golf cart these days. The side by sides, dirt bikes, mopeds, what have you. Or sometimes it's just a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Just the toys that the kids
bring. So I mean, you just a big garage area, garage space you can put anything in.
And I love the outdoor kitchens that are coming with some of these. I mean, you think about this. You're out in the wilderness. You're out there with the kids. You don't want to stand in the kitchen. You want to be outside. But man, those outdoor kitchens now are impressive.
Oh, they are. I tend to get up earlier than the rest of the family, so sometimes if you don't want to wake everybody up, you get outside. You can go, put your coffee on, do whatever, sit and watch the grizzly bear throwing an old man up in the air, and, or the buffalo rather.
Yes.
Yeah, you can watch all these things, and it's just great. All the things in nature tend to happen early in the morning.
Yes, they do. I notice that. I live out in the country myself, so I know that when I get up early on the weekends, because I get up early every day of the week, but on the weekends I have time to sit out and enjoy nature, and that's the best thing I think about San Antonio RVs. Getting an RV from San Antonio RVs and going out and enjoying nature, getting away from the city for a while, and your kids will enjoy it. They might not know it yet, but they are going to enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely. They'll love it. And you get them, you wear them out. So many days, these days we're physical fitness and this, that, and the other. Well, there's nothing like activity of, running up and down and, hey, kid, go climb that hill. Okay. You just send them off on little adventures and, playing in little water holes and just, all the things about camping that we love, all the discovery and all the exploring.
And you mentioned earlier that now that the RVs come just, the amenities are something else. You've got charging ports. You've got several TVs, depending on which model you're looking at, that come with the RV. So if the kids don't want to disconnect, but they want to get out in nature, you can slowly wean them off of the devices by getting them out of the country. But that's kind of cool that you can do all that in a San Antonio RV.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have technology no matter where we go. It's the AI is here and it's here to stay, and we're not going to go backwards. We're only going to go forwards, and that stuff's going to bleed into our outdoor activity and this, that, and the other. But you still have to make that time and get outside.
And the best way to do that is by going to where to find out all the information that I need?
Going to SanAntonioRVs.com.
And you mentioned AI taking over. Did you hear about the AI teacher that they're going to have up in upstate New York?
Yes, I hear she is quite a looker.
She's, as far as robots go, see, when I think robots, I think of Rosie from the Jetsons. Now, not an attractive robot, kind of cool, but not attractive. This one, Sally is her name. Sally is going to be the teaching assistant. Kind of attractive.
Yeah, kind of attractive. I don't even remember what his name was. Maybe it was Robot, but Danger Will Robinson lost in space.
Exactly. See? So you get that.
Yeah.
You get that. So AI is trying to take over, and so why not fight that by getting away from it all in a brand new or a pampered pre-owned San Antonio RV?
Yeah, if you like the technology stuff, maybe you get a Tesla that will autonomously drive you there, and you don't even have to drive and pull your RV for you.
RV?
Yeah, but I probably don't recommend that one.
No.
So, but it's just amazing where we're going. I mean, just kind of get in and hold on, and it's amazing where the world's taking us.
And I mentioned pampered pre-owned because you don't sell used RVs. You sell pampered pre-owned RVs as well as new at San Antonio RVs. And you're always looking for pampered pre-owned.
Yeah, we're always looking for the nice, clean ones. I think we've got a great crew. We really, RV they're hard to keep because when you're driving down the road, it's a hurricane on the outside, 80, 90 miles an hour winds. Mm-hmm. It's an earthquake on the inside. Everything's shaking and rattling. So, by nature, they're trouble prone. They're going to have little issues. But we struggle with it, but we work every single day on how to make our pre-owned a little bit nicer, tighten things up and make things a little bit better.
All right, well, this is the San Antonio RV Show podcast. We're going to do this about twice a month, and this was just kind of an intro, Matt, to let everybody know some of the things that you can find at San Antonio RVs. Once again, remind everybody where they can go if they're looking for a pampered pre-owned, a new RV, or just interested in anything about RVs.
That's all at sanantonioRVs.com.
We'll see you next time.